Today I'm in Farleigh Hungerford Castle in Bath, Somerset, a medieval fortress famed for its dark secrets, betrayal, ambition and ultimately power that ended in disaster. I'll tell you what guys, I'm actually excited for this one today because I've never been to this castle before. I didn't even know it existed until I was doing a bit of my research. It's a bit like, it isn't like a majestic looking castle. I think what's interesting about this one is the story behind it. But I'm not gonna lie, I need to listen to a couple of podcasts on the way because I don't know the story behind it yet. Obviously you guys aren't meant to know that. You guys are meant to think that I know everything. So yeah, I'll probably cut this bit out actually, thinking about it. The weather is so annoying as well today, like I can't even, oh my god, the sun is in my eyes. 1 minute into the video, I've already crashed out. That shouldn't have done that. I apologise about that. You know when it's just like really sunny and bright and really annoying, but it's actually freezing cold and really windy? Like, it's just so annoying. What are these guys staring at me filming in my car? Still staring. Anyway, let's go. I got to go get some petrol first. Fill up the petrol. I think it's about an hour's drive away. So yeah, got about an hour's drive. Go see this castle. I'm actually very excited. And then we go home. So we've got an hour's drive. Now listen, the thing is about me, I'm always driving. If you see my TikToks and that, the sun, man. I'm always on the road, I'm always driving. I actually really enjoy driving. Like, I really like driving, especially going on road trips like this, it's just an hour. So I quite like that. I quite like going to new places now. So that's another reason why I'm excited for this YouTube channel, because I get to just go on road trips. And the bigger it gets, fingers crossed it gets bigger, the longer and bigger road trips I can go on. I'm going to play my music now, and so I'm going to turn the camera off because I don't really want you guys to see me singing in the car. That would be awkward. So yeah, I have to wait. I can't reach over to the camera whilst I'm driving, so I'm just going to have to wait until I stop. So now it's awkward, isn't it? Right guys, I have arrived. It's actually pretty busy as well, but we can see what we can do. Honestly, that drive was so annoying. Driving through Bath, by the way, took, I'm not gonna say, but, oh mate. Just when I said I enjoy driving as well. Also, it's windy and that. The hairline's gonna get exposed, is what it is. I'm just gonna get on with it. Oh God. Hopefully the mic will suppress the wind noise because it is windy today. First views, there's one of the towers, there's another tower. But as you can see, it's just a ruin. And look at that, people sat really peacefully, doing their reading and that. They're gonna get disturbed by me, is what it is, do you know what I mean? That's just my style. But yeah, Farleigh Hungerford Castle, everybody. Never been here before. By the way, as well, another thing, is this mic actually working? Hello. Another thing, yeah. Whilst we're on the subject, this isn't actually like a castle. It was more of like a glorified manor house. It was built by someone called Thomas Hungerford, 1380s, late 1380s, like 1387. He was just literally just an administrator, I think for someone called John of Gaunt, which is a son of Edward III, one of the kings of England. And he basically just built it to show his status and his power. I'm pretty sure he actually got into trouble because he wasn't allowed to build or fortify his house without permission, but he got pardoned for it. Just like the entrance where he drove through, so I just drove through down here, and then you go through here, and this is like the main entrance, the main gatehouse. Look at that, the views as well is incredible. Oh, the fuck. This is what it used to look like. That's what it used to look like. Look at that, majestic. Now, I mean, not quite majestic. Yeah, literally just a glorified house. This is the chapel. I mean, I'll come back to this in a minute. That's probably the most interesting part of the castle, where I'm pretty sure there's a crypt down there, like lead coffins, and you can see like death masks. I mean, that'll be fun. We'll do that afterwards though. Let's actually explore the castle down here. I don't get, like, look at it. I don't really get the layout of it. And I've been watching like YouTube videos and stuff on it, and I don't think anyone really knows. There's not much information out there. It's more of like a mysterious one, but apparently it's haunted. So it was like almost like a square, I suppose, but you got one of the towers there behind me, which is still kind of standing, and then one also here as well, which is kind of still standing, and then all of this was like the inner bailey of the castle. I keep calling it a castle. Honestly, it's more like a manor house, like a pretentious manor house, founded by a family that wanted power, or wanted to show their power. They were quite a powerful family. One thing I never do in these videos is get the audio guide as well. When they ask me for the audio guide, maybe I should take the audio guide, walk around the castle first, listen to it, get all the information, and then make the YouTube video. But that would be boring. That would be boring. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather just waffle to you guys. So where I'm stood now is called the Lady Tower. I'll give you a better view of it in a minute. But it's actually a really interesting part of the castle. One of the wives, I think it was during the Tudor periods, that was married, one of the lords of the castle, got locked in this tower because basically her family fell into ruin and he didn't want to marry her anymore. So he locked her in this castle, or in this tower here, and tried to poison her, do all sorts to try and get her killed. And eventually that man, one of the sort of leading members of the Hungerford family, got executed. He lost his head when Thomas Cromwell lost his head, so during the Tudor period, Henry VIII. And apparently he just went crazy. He was accused of like witchcraft, of trying to find out how he would die or how long he would live or something like that. So yeah, he was a bit of a weird guy. And he lost his head for it. That's why I love exploring little castles like this, because little hidden sort of nuggets of history. But yeah, she was locked away in this tower here. Not much of a tower anymore, just stone. I actually think like it's really small as well. Like it's quite tall, but like if you look here, it's not a very big tower. I think there's a staircase in there as well. So yeah, it's weird to think that I'm literally crouching in a tower where hundreds of years ago a woman was held captive here and terrified because she was getting poisoned and trying to be killed. I think she was held here for like 3 years as well, 3-4 years. Imagine visiting here at night time. I'd actually love that. So where I'm stood now as well, I mean, it's just a muddy puddle, but all this bit was the Great Hall. And I've always said to you guys in all my videos, one of the main features of a castle, all castles will have a Great Hall. So that's where the display would be, feasts, banquets, that sort of thing. It's literally the hub of the castle, where you can show off to everybody. This is what it used to look like. Well, this is a drawing of it. And now, I mean, it's not quite what it was, is it? What's down here? Oh well. Oh well. Never again am I making jokes like that. That is. Oh my god, I don't even know what to say. I don't know whose house that is, but look, there's literally a house right behind it. Mate, imagine that. Imagine just being able to live like next to an old castle. That would have been pretty cool. They didn't have to paint it pink though. Have I cooked? Have I cooked with that angle? Have I cooked? Oh, let me know if I've cooked. I mean, it looks a bit weird from this angle. I don't think I have. But behind me is the Lady's Tower, where the woman was poisoned and she was locked there away for 3 years. Do you not find it like really weird? Like when you deep it, across England, Scotland, Wales, like these things are just dotted around in the most random places, and they're just full of history, like just a ruined castle. Like when you think about it, that is actually weird. You need to be careful here. I don't want to stack it. It's actually so sad how it's just fallen into ruin. Like, look at it. It's well sad. Just went to go and explore the tower. Went to go turn the corner and show you guys. And then the woman's just there staring at me. She's hiding in the tower. She needs to leave so I can film in there. This is so awkward. Oh. I have had an absolute stinker. Just filmed half the video, right? And the mic died. The mic died on me, so all the audio was gone. Literally all the interesting bits, visiting the crypt, everything. So now we're on my phone, and that means no mics, which means wind noise is probably going to cook the video. But going back out my car to re-film the bits I missed. Oh my god, mate! Maybe this place is cursed. Maybe it is cursed, because that is vile. I swear to God as well. If my phone decides to say storage full when I'm trying to get all this, then this place is 1,000,000% cursed, and I'm never coming back. Anyway, let's go explore the chapel and the crypt, even though I already have. So now my reaction is going to be fake. So this bit over here is the chapel, which, you know, I've already been in, but we're not going to talk about that. And down here, as you can see through this sign here, is the crypt. The most interesting part, the most fascinating part of this castle, if you can call it a castle. Anyway, let's go and explore it and show you guys, because it actually genuinely is interesting, all jokes aside. It's a bit cramped and it's a bit spooky, but down here, if we go down here, yeah. If we go down here, that is human bodies. Look at that. Let me stick my hand through. Can you see look at that? Can you see the death masks on them? The actual human remains in there. I think 2 of them are children, maybe the smaller ones. And some of them have death masks on. And what that is, if you don't know, basically, it's like as they were dying or just after they died, they did like a wax mask over their face. So that's what they look like as they were dying. So you can kind of see it there. Look at that. That's actually quite spooky. And I think during the Victorian times, this became a massive tourist attraction when they were found. Also, it's just like, I haven't really said, but it's the family of, or one of the generations of the family that lived here. Yeah, and they got vandalised during the Victorian times, to the point where someone, even apparently, got like a stick, poked it through the face of one of the tombs and drank like the embalming liquid. That's a true story. So that's why they're in this little gate thing now. But yeah, that's probably the most interesting part of the castle. I think it's like the only place in England where you can actually see like an open crypt like that. That is weird, isn't it? That is spooky. Like, look at that. I'm next to dead bodies right now. Hundreds and hundreds of years old dead bodies. So, if you walk through here, struggling. Yeah. Here, you've got all like the coats of arms, all the sort of families that supported the Hungerford family. And you can see them dotted around in the chapel. I think that's what it is anyway, but they're literally everywhere, all on the walls. And these are sort of like the coats of arms of the families that would have been loyal together. So yeah, kind of interesting. I don't know who these guys are, but they're there. Chapels are always like really peaceful, so I always feel dead bad filming in them and like ruining the vibes. But also that's very interesting. I think that's a painting on Thomas Hungerford, the person that founded the whole thing. But he's in armour and he was never a knight. So basically they've just tried to make out that he was some sort of famous knight when he wasn't. Sorry to talk bad on him. If that is what that is anyway. I might be completely wrong, I got that completely wrong, it might not even be it. But I'm pretty sure I've read that somewhere. So down here is actually a very interesting part of the history of this castle, where this woman apparently roams about and haunts this place. But basically, she was married to someone else, but she wanted to marry the lord of this castle. But she's married to someone else, so the only thing she can do is kill him off. So she got 2 of her servants, strangled him to death, right? And then to hide the evidence, she cut him up and chucked him in the furnace of the kitchens of the castle, which is just down there. That furnace is just here. I don't know if the wind is cooking that, but basically, after her new husband died, she got caught and found out, and she got hung and executed. And apparently, she haunts this place now. Right guys, that is the end of the video. I apologise about that. I'm actually fuming because I had a very good video. Guys, honestly, I'm fuming because I had some very funny parts of the video that now unfortunately lost forever. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me whilst I get to grips with YouTube. My last video was my most viewed video, so thank you so much for all the support. I got lots of positive feedback on that. Not enough of you watching are actually subscribed, so please subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. So please go and subscribe, leave a like and comment where I should go next in the comments, because there's so many castles to explore, but I need you guys to tell me where you want me to go, and I'll see if I can get it sorted. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video.